Let's say you have achieved your goal of becoming a registered nurse in Australia. Congratulations! And now you are considering becoming a permanent resident and you're looking at different resident visa pathway. Let's say, for example, that the visa you're looking at actually required you to apply to a suitable skills assessment in order for you to claim that points. So now you need to apply to ANMAC. The documents that you need to submit will depend on what skills assessment you need to complete. We will talk more about forms and requirements shortly, but if we are just meeting, kia ora, kamusta? Welcome to Australia. I'm your host, Binibining Veronica. On this channel, we talk about how you can better prepare for your big move abroad. So if you are moving to Australia and you want to plan better, then please make sure to hit like and subscribe. Salamat po! And by the way, disclaimer, I am not an immigration consultant. I do not offer professional advice about visa and immigration. So please make sure to check the official government website about immigration and citizenship. This video is just for entertainment purposes. Alright, so let's head to ANMAC's website. Once you are in the website, just register for an account. Go to the page which says register. Write your email address, provide a password, confirm the password, click the box to confirm that you are not a robot, and register. You will get an email notification thanking you for registering, and you'll get the link in order for you to log in. And once you log in, your dashboard will look something like this. And it will ask you to choose the form that best suits your needs. So for me, I'll choose Nursing and Midwifery Skills Assessment. And depending on what you need to apply for, the options are Modified Skills Assessment, Modified Plus Skills Assessment, and Full Skills Assessment. So according to ANMAC website, Modified Skill Assessment is applicable to those who are registered with the Nursing and Midwifery Board of Australia, NMBA or APRA, the Nursing Council of New Zealand, or the Midwifery Council of New Zealand. Applicants must hold current registration as a nurse or midwife in Australia or New Zealand to be able to apply for the Modified Skills Assessment. On the other hand, Modified Plus Skills Assessment is applicable to those who hold a current letter of notice of principal approval of registration subject to proof of identity from the Australian Health Practitioner Regulation Agency or APRA. Applicants must hold current registration as a nurse, registered or enrolled nurse, or midwife overseas to be able to apply for the Modified Plus Skills Assessment. At the time of assessment, you are required to hold a valid notice of in-principle letter. Finally, for Full Skills Assessment, it is applicable to registered nurses who hold a minimum Bachelor of Nursing qualification from Canada, Hong Kong, Ireland, United Kingdom, or United States and hold registration as a registered nurse in the same country as you qualify. Registered midwives who hold a minimum Bachelor of Midwifery qualification from Ireland, United Kingdom, and United States and hold registration as a registered midwife. And finally, enrolled nurses do not qualify for a full skills assessment. So now let's say that we have identified that a modified skill assessment benefits our situation. So let's go ahead and apply. So this is the page that you'll see under Modified Skills Assessment. Please take time to actually read and go through the information. I feel like the more you read before you actually apply, the easier it is for you once you are completing all the necessary requirements. And that's actually what I did for my situation as well. So when I applied, before actually arriving in Australia, I went over through the requirements already, just so I have an idea of what information I need to provide. Eventually, after arriving in Australia, that's when I actually started my application. Alright, so the steps for the Modified Skill Assessment are listed below. We'll talk more about the verification for paid overseas work experience shortly, but that'll be later in the video. Just put a pin on that one, but we'll proceed to the succeeding steps. Step 1, obtaining professional registration verification from the paid overseas work experience. Step 2, collecting and scanning copies of the supporting documents. Step 3, creating an account on the login page. Step 4. Completing the modified skill assessment application by completing the online form, paying for the fees, and uploading your supporting documents. After you've read all of the steps, just click Start Your Modified Skills Assessment and a form will pop up. And let's zoom in on that form. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, then please make sure to hit like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so you will know when I upload new videos just like this one. And if you want to support the channel, then please hit that super thanks icon at the bottom of this video or buy me a coffee using the link below. That link is buymeacoffee.com/binibiningver. Alternatively, a big thumbs up also goes a long way. Salamat po! Alright, let's have a look at the actual forms. There is a box there that you have to check. Confirm that you have read and understood the online assessment information. Again, take time in reading those information. You'll have to provide your personal details, your country of birth, date of birth, and personal contact details for your address, your email address, confirming your email address, and if you are using an agent, you provide that information there. I didn't use an agent, so I didn't really put any information there. And the last section is all about Australian or New Zealand registration, and you just provide the information needed in that box. And then at the very end of that page, there is just a declaration form, and once you hit submit, the next page is all about the payment details. So the fee for modified skill assessment is $395. If you are doing modified plus skills assessment, the fee is also the same. However, for the full skills assessment, it is $595. So just provide your credit card details and hit submit payment. And then eventually you'll get this payment status notification. And you'll also get an email in your inbox confirming that you have paid for the service. And then the next time you log in, your dashboard will look something like this. Online application completed, and now you have to update your supporting documents. So the next page, you'll have the option to upload your passport biodata page, your passport size color photograph, if you've changed your name, your nursing graduation certificate and transcripts, and your professional reference. Just to give you an idea, ANMAC actually provides us an example of the professional reference document. So it looks something like this. It has to have the official letterhead of your employer's company, the date, the address to ANMAC, your applicant's full name, brief overview, body of the reference, name and signature of the referee, designation, and things that they cannot accept, employment that is less than 3 months, generalized job description, performance review documents. If you are claiming extra points for your visa, they will not review less than 1 year cumulative work experience in Australia, minimum 20 hours per week, less than 3 years cumulative work experience internationally, minimum 20 hours per week, and references that relate to work experience over 10 years ago. Alright, after you upload all of those documents, there is a section there for agent declaration where you can upload a form. However, I didn't really have an agent, so I didn't do that at all. And then you just hit save, and then we'll just confirm that your changes have been saved. For your reference, migration skills assessment wait times are currently 8 to 9 weeks from the date you paid for your application online. Please calculate these dates prior to contacting ANMAC. Please email skilledmigration@anmac.org.au for assessment inquiries. So in my experience, because I had an idea of the documents that I needed for this application, I gathered all of my documents first. Pinaka-natagalan ako, the documents that took a while to collect for me was the professional references because I had to wait for my previous managers to do that. But once I had everything, that's when I actually started creating my ANMAC account, paid for the application, and then uploaded everything. So parang I was ready na in one go, ganyan. And then hopefully by the end of that application, you will get a notification which will tell you that your application has been approved. And once it's actually approved, you will get a letter of determination. And it looks something like this. And then that's the document that you'll submit as part of your visa application for your permanent resident application. Now, I want to clarify some things. So first of all, APRA is different from ANMAC. Okay, so APRA stands for Australian Health Practitioner Regulation Agency. So for example, in the Philippines, we have PRC. In New Zealand, we have Nursing Council of New Zealand. In Australia, they have APRA. So if you are trained overseas and you want to be a nurse in Australia, you have to apply through APRA. And I have created videos on how to be a nurse in Australia for nurses with NZRN license and for other international nurses. So please make sure to watch those videos next if you haven't seen that already. On the other hand, ANMAC stands for Australian Nursing and Midwifery Accreditation Council. So ANMAC is the approved independent assessing authority authorized by the Department of Home Affairs to assess the skills of nurses and midwives who are seeking to migrate to Australia under the General Skilled Migration Program. So this means if you are applying to become a permanent resident, so for example through a 189 point tested system, you need to get formal accreditation in order to get the points allocated for that. And for nurses, the assessing authority is ANMAC. By the way, if you are a New Zealand nurse thinking of moving to Australia, we have a Facebook group. Please feel free to check it out. If you are a registered nurse from UK, Singapore, Middle East, and you are moving to New Zealand, we have a Tagalog group chat. Feel free to join our Tagalog Chikahan. And we also have a free nursing career abroad planner that you can use. Just click the link below to download your copy. Now let's go to frequently asked questions about the supporting documents. So what documents do I need to provide for my assessment? The documents required for each assessment type differ. So all applicants must provide verification of overseas registration. So this is also known as a certificate of good standing. So for nurses registered in New Zealand who wish to get a verification letter to another regulatory authority, you must log in to your MyNC dashboard to request a verification letter. You will need to complete a request form, including the details of the authority the verification letter is being sent to. There is a fee of $70 which can be paid by credit card, and you will receive an email confirming your verification letter has been completed and processed, and you can track this through your MyNC account on the Interactions tab. And the verification letter is sent directly to the regulatory body named in the request. Please note the council no longer completes verification templates from other regulatory authorities, and they use their own form which is completed and sent via email. Proof of identity, your biostatistical pages of passport, change of name documents if you got married, a passport size photograph taken in the last 6 months, your graduation certificate including commencement and completion dates, and professional references that supports you work as a paid nurse or midwife. This is only a requirement if you require points recognition from the Department of Home Affairs. Then on top of that, if you are applying for the full skills assessment, you must also provide English language test result, include the test number and date of test completion, transcripts of training, including commencement and completion date, as well as theory and practice hours. If the university cannot provide this information, ANMAC will accept a copy of the syllabus emailed by the university directly, and professional references supporting a minimum 3-month paid work experience as a nurse or midwife. ANMAC may also ask for extra information and or documentation to assist in the assessment process. How long do I have to submit my documents? All applications remain open for 12 months from the date that you applied online. If you do not submit documents within the 12 months, your application will expire, a refund will not be provided, and if you need a skill assessment in the future, you will be required to apply for a new assessment. So like I said, in my situation, because I knew beforehand what I needed to submit, I just collated everything, and then once I was ready, I registered for an account, paid for the account, uploaded everything, and then after 6 weeks, I got my approval. So it was a lot, I guess, more streamlined that way for me. What are the document scanning requirements for my skill assessment? So all supporting documents uploaded for your migration skill assessment must meet these minimum scanning requirements. Original documents only, scanned in color, scanned at a resolution of 600 dpi or above, and files must be a PDF. The passport size photo must be a JPEG or PNG. You may need to change the setting of the scanner to meet these requirements. Remember, ANMAC does not accept documents that have been uploaded using CAM scanner or similar software. After you have uploaded your documents in the online portal, please make sure to scroll down the page and select Save. This will ensure your documents reach the assessment team. Question of the day. Are you completing a skills assessment as well? What do you need to complete? Is it a modified skills assessment, modified plus, or a full skills assessment? Let me know in the comment section below. If you think this video is helpful, then share it to your friends, and watch my other video about things to know for nurses moving to Australia. As always, I wish you all the best with your journey, and I hope you will be blessed. I'll see you soon. Bye! Hey, just want to say a big thank you to everyone who's liking, subscribing, and commenting to my videos, and to those who have donated to my Buy Me a Coffee page. I really appreciate it. It helps me continue doing what I am doing here in YouTube. So thank you so much.